Hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. I'm so sorry for starting late. I thought I was live this whole entire time. I honestly thought I was live, and I wasn't. I was recording. So it's my first day going live, everybody. So my apologies. I was literally talking and going through this right at 5:45. I was not late. I promise. I just didn't hit the go live button. So my apologies. But to go ahead and give you guys a quick review on what I did, I've just been planning out and doing my pre-market prep. So my apologies for that, for being new to this and making that mistake there. So my bad. So my bad, everybody. So let's see. Let's go back to what I was doing. I was actually just going over Apple, and I was going over the potential move that Apple can make today. Since we did go ahead and make a double bottom, we crossed the 200. We're above moving averages, so Apple has the potential to make newer highs in terms of in today's action. Apple does have that potential, but we have to go ahead and give it time and see what it does today. I already went over just the weekly and the monthly. Apple looks like it could make some moves, but we're trading within range, so it could be range bound and just channel between 257 and 253. So that's Apple for you. So Apple's on my list. So my list for today will be Tesla, Nvidia, Apple. Apple is the third stock that I'll be looking at. Tesla and Nvidia are my main stocks. SPY, I've already went ahead and mapped that one out. I'm coming to the SPY, so I think we are good there with SPY. I'm gonna leave that as is. Let's see what else is there for us, man. I love trading AMD. I do. Like AMD is one of my key stocks, but this pre-market does not look good. You see wicks, wicks, wicks. It doesn't mean you can't trade. Doesn't mean you won't find a good opportunity on this, but not today. Um, this would not be on my radar for today. Looking at AMD, EA was on the scan as I mentioned that early in the morning. EA had some news on being acquitted or acquired. I said acquired by another company. So that's why their stock went ahead and popped up to 209. But this won't be a good trade. We can see just activity is light. It's not consistent. When we look at the daily, a lot of wicks on the daily. So this is more so like an investor stock if you want in your portfolio or something and you believe in the company EA, you believe in games, PlayStation, Xbox, all that stuff. So that is not on my radar. Tesla. Yeah, so let's go back to what I am focusing on today. I won't really look at anything else. I'll probably just stay here. So Tesla made another high. We are trading above this hour. I said hour. One of these higher time frame levels. So the yellow once again. Oh well, not once again. You guys were not. I wasn't live. So I'll explain this. Is that these yellow lines come from higher time frames, and they're in their pivot level areas. That's where those levels come from. The red levels the previous day high, and the blue levels the previous day's low. Purple levels are from the daily key levels, daily key levels. So if you guys are looking at this purple is coming from here. Oops. This purple is coming from here, where Tesla popped, rejected extremely, and did not look back from January 2025 and dropped all the way to 216 back in March. So that was a big drop right there. So we can see Tesla is at, it broke it. Tesla broke it, and we're up here even pre-market. This is where we're trading. So Tesla could actually make a move higher today. It could, but Tesla has already broke it, kind of rejected it a little bit. So we just gotta be mindful. Like I said, give the market time. All right. Um. Okay. So that's that. I think that's pretty much it with levels. Then these white lines is the 9 and 20 moving averages, VWAB 50, and then we got this green line, which is the 200-day moving average. This is just a guide. This is just to help me out. It's just to help me out to decide what I would like where the market's gonna go, where should I look for activity. This is not like key things that a key indicator to let me know, okay, to go long or go short. It's just a guide. All right. So looking at the order book, the level two, it's a lot of sell orders, not that many buy orders. So I'm watching Tesla. I'm not sure if it will drop though, even though we are getting a lot of sellers. Is man, those buyers could come in and looking at the order book, well, the ladder, where I can actually see like sizing of people. We got 1,000, man. We got somebody who wants to buy 1,000, another one wants to buy 1,000 at 446. So the lower we get, you know, I think some buyers are gonna go ahead and step up to the plate. But we do have some heavy sellers too at 1622 at 447, 447.20. So that person just put an order in that has not been filled. So we got some ask that are not filled. So we got to see how this goes. But I do like Tesla. We got full candles, so we could get a good movement there. All right, we got full candles. So then now let's check back on Nvidia. Nvidia also made a high in the pre-market, getting closer and closer to this key level, and you guys can see how price just kind of like tries to get to certain levels. It's trying to get to this key level that I marked here on the 1 hour. You see here on the 1 hour, also here on the 4 hour. There's a pivot level of R1. So price is trying to get there already, which shows some bullish action, but at the same time, it could lead to a sell off. So something to be mindful of. We are trading outside the range too, so it's something to think about. Uh, okay, 42. All right. Let's check back in on. I wanted to trade a hood, but see, look at that. I don't want to trade anything where your pre-market's full of wicks. I'm good on that. Oh, Apple. But Apple could be setting up, man. Apple could be setting up for something really, really nice, to be honest with you guys, man. Apple could be setting up for something really nice. So I like Apple, but at the same time, um, I like Tesla and Nvidia more. So the market is about to open up in about just 7 minutes. So we're gonna see how this goes. I'll be watching. So my watch list for today is Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, and yeah. You see, when you wake up early and you prep yourself, I think you probably make better decisions. Pre-market prep is key. You get to see what your levels are. You get to see the interaction. So you get time to really assess the market clearly, man. So that's why it's really important to wake up early. If you guys are on the East Coast, wake up early. West Coast, it sucks. You got to wake up extremely early. The sun is coming up for me. So it's important to go ahead and do that. But taking a look at today, what am I leaning towards in terms of sorry, I'm trying to think if I want to see like the volume here. Sometimes these things help, sometimes they don't. But let's see. Let's do it today. Um, yeah, like just want to prep. You just want to prep yourself, get yourself prepared before the market opens. Trading is not something you just come in and trade. Maybe after if you got some type of experience in the market, absolutely. You guys could go ahead and once in a while I'll get up. Probably you didn't prep much, but you could read the market well and you can trade. But that's not something you want to do all the time. You want to get up, you want to prep, you want to be prepared. So that's that when it comes to that there. We got some sellers that stepped up on Tesla, which, as I mentioned, guys, Tesla is literally in a resistance area. Tesla is literally in a resistance area, but there's buyers. There's buyers down here, guys. So this is not an automatic short. We're still trading above VWAP. We're still trading above the 20, and we're at the 9. So it doesn't mean it's a sell. This can just be a drop just for buyers just to get in. So same thing with Nvidia, it's dropping, but this could just be a place for buyers to get in and then sell right where the sellers are at. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Alrighty. Just giving the market some time to go ahead and do its thing. Never thought I'd be streaming this, honestly. Never thought I would even be doing something like this. I used to make content, and I made content like just regular talk show kind of a deal, and now I'm over here talking about trades. So I guess my skills of video editing from college definitely played a factor into me being able to know how to do this. So that's cool. All right. I'm taking a look at NVIDIA's level 2. It's a lot of buyers. A lot of buyers at 180.04, 180.03, even 179.99 is a lot of buyers on NVIDIA. So guys, I'm going to, when the market opens, man, I'm going to take my time. So like I said, trading is boring. I'm gonna let the 2 minute. I have a 2 minute chart up, a 5 minute chart up. I need to let those candles just do its thing so I could get a good read. You know, trading is not easy. It's hard because you might get a full candle, you might get a breakout move, and you don't know how that's gonna go ahead and play out. You know what I mean? You really don't know. You don't want to rush into a position. Tesla is dropping though. Tesla is dropping, but once again, it's still above VWAP. Oh, it just broke VWAP into 50. Wow. I could have sworn I had this level there. Yeah, Tesla's selling. Sellers are starting to step up. Like I said, that is a sell zone. But now sellers are stepping up on NVIDIA too. Yeah, the buyers are still there. The buyers are definitely still there when it comes to NVIDIA. You're even getting some good size. Wow. 180.25, we got $2,000 size, a 2,000 lot size. But then we got a seller. Oh my gosh, 45 at 180.07. Oof. I want to see how that responds. 45,000. That's somebody who has a size of 45,000 at 180.07. Let me write that down. I got time. Yeah. Okay, yeah, because we had a large bid. But then we got, yeah. NVIDIA looks nice, guys. NVIDIA looks really, really nice. But some people are going to trade this quick out the gate. I would love to, but I've just learned through my assessment and history that I call myself open trader because I do trade at the open, but like I said, my win rate in terms of like trading like these kind of like breakouts is not that high. All right, market opened. Let's give it time. Let the market do its thing. See, this is a breakout trade on NVIDIA. I like this. I think this would be a good get in, but like I said, give it time, give it time, give it time. I want to jump in so bad right now because we went ahead and we're above this level. But like I said, like for me and my history, you gotta give it time just to see how these things interact. Them to with their levels, because you could buy right here, then it comes back down here. See, Tesla is popping strong. That's good. That's nice on Tesla. Tesla looks really nice. Tesla's aggressive. It's aggressive. I'm still gonna wait though. I'm still waiting on all of this. If I miss the move, I miss the move. But I need to trade at my pace, and that's the most important thing. Everybody is that trade at your pace. All of this is a rush. It's just a rush. I want a good entry. I want to be able to size into my position, put good size in, make good profit. So we got the 2 minute that's about to come up shortly. We got 20 seconds to the 2 minute. Because if this is a real move, then this is a real move. You know, if this is a real move, this is a real move. It's gonna keep on going higher, but we need confirmation. We do have a daily level here at 182, probably 182.87 on Nvidia. Okay, those are some large candles. Now I want to see. We're not near anything though. We're not near any moving averages. See, Tesla seems like, I'm sorry, not Tesla. Nvidia looked like it could just give me a 40-cent move, which I don't want a 40-cent move. Because there's a level here on the daily, but it's not really enough of a move for me to say I want to go ahead and jump in on that. I'm kind of looking for a short because we're not near anything. So I'm kind of looking for a short, guys. Got to give it time. So the 2 minute on both Nvidia and Tesla. Oh my gosh. Apple just went ahead and went short. But the 2 minute is looking like an indecision, so I need another candle to confirm for me. Okay. I kind of like this with this week at 182. Okay, I kind of do like Nvidia for this 182 area. 182 call, but I'm not quite sure right now. See how we getting that rejection? That's why I don't jump in. So I'm gonna wait for the next candle. Video looks good though. I'm probably gonna jump inside Nvidia, maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm honestly looking to get short on that video, possibly. SPY's falling. See, this was an indecision on Tesla, a little indecision on Nvidia. Nvidia is looking like a better call than it is looking like a short. But okay, Tesla. I'm gonna get into Tesla on this short. So I'm gonna have to move my stop a little bit because Tesla is a stock where you gotta give this thing some room. I got filled there. Okay. I didn't lose much on that trade, guys. Lost like $50. Nvidia, yeah, I'm liking. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty hard to read all of this right now. I think I'm gonna get back into Tesla, guys. Yeah, Tesla's expensive. My goodness. And I wanted to give Tesla more room. That's what I said. Tesla is so expensive, guys. Let me see. Tesla is so expensive. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much right now, guys. I'm not. So the reason why I went short is I was trying to have. I saw the sell off was pretty strong, and I was trying to see what this wick was gonna do, but it didn't really do much. We are getting some full candles. Still waiting for a good entry on something, but not really seeing that. We're above VWAP, so I'm not gonna short Tesla. I'll wait till Tesla breaks VWAP and then I'll take that. I was trying to short into VWAP and sell, but yeah, no. Gotta wait for another 2 minute candle. I can't get into anything because we gotta be able to read our candles. So indecision, sell off, but indecision, still unsure of the direction it wants to go. Nvidia is, pretty strong. It is pretty strong, but I'm looking for a good move. I'm not looking for just a regular old move. This could be a dip buy, and we could take it back up there. But I, I it's important to have a candle or have candles when you're reading them, where you could identify where the move is truly trying to go. I can't really identify where the move is trying to go right now. See, this was another indecision. This candle for Nvidia, this is a hammer. We could get a reversal and sell, possibly. So that's the thing. It's patience. That's why I said, you got to be patient, man. Got to be patient in this market. See, I like this for Nvidia right here for this drop back down. And then I'm going to get in on a Nvidia short. Okay, boom. And if we break VWAP, I'm going to add into that. Why? Because we got this rejection. We got a sell candle. I want to see if we can get here and get lower. If not, that's okay. It's just a little bit of risk. I think so far I'm only down on the day $50. Now somebody will go ahead and look at this like, oh, bounce trade, like wait till it gets here. But I don't know. I'm looking on how I'm reading it. We've struggled to even move up anyway. So that's why I'm holding on to my short position. Now, as soon as we break VWAP, reading the candles, then that will let me know if I could add into this position. We could take this thing back to 180. Tesla's looking pretty good too. But Tesla needs to get under VWAP. Okay, we got a new 5 minute. Maybe we might sell, maybe not. We still got 9 and 20 moving averages here as well, so something to account for. Yeah, Tesla is looking a bit weak, but the daily, yeah, okay, we just got through VWAP, nice. So I might, yeah, but we're still above. Now, what I like about Tesla, I do like this. I wish I would have held on to it. We need a candle that's gonna give a good indication, a good risk to reward. I I will get back in Tesla, but we need a good risk to reward because we're still trading above pre-market high. We're still trading above the 9 and 20. So it's not an automatic sell or automatic short, whichever word you want to use. It's just not automatic. Nice. I like this with Tesla. All right, I'm back in on Tesla, guys. I'm gonna move my stop a bit to like 1280. Let's put my stop right there. I got a pretty lengthy one there. So I'm gonna let Tesla go ahead and do his thing. I'm gonna try to take it down to at least the 200. It seems like we could get down there. Okay, Nvidia is coming back up. Bounced off that VWAP. See where we're at. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be my only trade on Tesla. Nice. So my target on Tesla is this key volume area at 443. Okay. I'm still holding on to my Nvidia short. Probably gonna get stopped out. Yeah, because I was a strong candidate. Literally bounced right off the VWAP. Mm-mm. Large volume, strong. That would have been a good trade if I would have went long on that, but I didn't. I probably don't even have to hold on to this trade. I'm probably gonna go ahead and get out of my Nvidia position, or just wait till I get stopped out. Cause I like the volume on that one. Okay, I do like Nvidia showing some great movement towards the top side. I'm gonna get stopped out on that one. Maybe, maybe not. I do not know. But I like the volume that came in. We got another 5 minute coming, so I'm not gonna touch that right now on the video. I wanted to switch my position and go long. But I'm not too sure. Okay, I like this. I like this on NVIDIA. And now this kind of move, I might be aggressive. I just need to confirm. So I'm looking at the level 2. It's a lot of ask. Bid at 183.60. Let's see. Can we get to 183.60? We just filled that order and we popped. Oh yeah, I'm in there. Okay, I'm trying to take NVIDIA to this key level up here. I'm trying to take it up there. Tesla, I'm trying to ride this thing down to at least this high volume area. Then I'll decide from there. So I'm going to hold on to this. My stop on this right now, 183, and my stop is 183, under 183 and a quarter. I was a bit aggressive on this move. I was a bit aggressive. I'm trying to, tell myself about sizing and being more careful. But I really think I saw something good there in terms of the level 2. We met a buyer and immediately popped up. So I'm going to hold on to that trade. We're going to take this to this key level at 184.49. So I'm going to hold on to this, guys. Hopefully it doesn't stop me out. This trade is not looking too good. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of fooled us a little bit on that one. Yeah, because we got to 184 on the dot. Yeah, so my day might be over, guys. My day just might be over. Yeah, the pullback just might be too steep. You gotta be mindful of your size. So my day might be done, guys. I try to keep my daily loss to no more than 100 and change, and I'm already at 106 realized. So yep. Let's see. I'm long Nvidia. I'm short Tesla. Probably just gotta be patient. Just gotta be patient though. All right, Tesla. I want Tesla to break this. Okay, I want Tesla to break the 50. Yeah, it's actually holding on to this 200 on the 2-minute chart. That was a strong buyback. Yeah, strong buyback. Probably should have got out. But you never know, man. Yeah, video's looking like it's about to roll over. but it's still above VWAP, so I'm gonna hold on to the trade. The issue with this trade is my size. I was pretty confident. I was pretty confident in that move. It's the only reason why I did. I'm trying to grow the account, guys. So I was a bit aggressive on that on purpose. I'm trying to grow. So don't fault me. I'm not gonna fault myself. I honestly thought I saw something there, especially with this 2 minute candle with this nice boom and everything like that. So I'm thinking we get to 184.49. But I guess the market got other plans. Cause once I saw this candle right here, I said, "Oh, it's not, it's not too good for me." Yeah, it's not the best right now, guys. Especially with Tesla dropping. I'm looking at the spot on my other screen that's dropping. But like I said, as long as we're above VWAP, I'm gonna hold on to this trade. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's about patience. See, look at that on Tesla. Good job, Tesla. All right, I'm about to get all out on Tesla. Let's see. Let's get this. Yeah, I'm all out. Oof, I can't get out. All right, I'm all out on Tesla, guys. So we're up 58, but I'm down. We just need Nvidia to get to 184.49. We just need Nvidia. But like I said, I'm gonna hold on. I'm holding on to it, Nvidia up until it breaks VWAP. And once it breaks VWAP, I'll call it, and then Dow. Like whatever my loss is for the day, Dow be my loss. But this is how you trade. You trade with stops. You trade with structure. You trade with proper read, proper assessment. This is how you trade. Like I said, what I like about Nvidia is that we actually on a daily. I'm gonna switch this. Is that we're trading within this range right here. We could probably test up there. I mean, maybe even get to 185. You'd be surprised that Nvidia gets to 185. But we gapped up. We're moving. So I don't think there's any reason to get out the trade. I just need to be patient within the trade. So let's see. And we can see the difference between Tesla and Nvidia. The difference between these two is that Nvidia is green, Tesla is red. We did actually, run into resistance, and we're actually respecting that resistance on Tesla. If we look here on this screen right here, this little box. But if we see Nvidia, where we just broke above this pivot level, now we just got a hold above it, 182.80. We just got a hold above it. Looking at level two, we still got got a lot of ask. People want to at 183.44. We just want to see the bid step up into that, step up into those ask prices. I just saw a large bid. Mm, what did I say, guys? I wanted to hold on to Tesla to the 200, but I didn't fully trust that move just in case for a buyback. So I left that alone. But I literally said it, and look where Tesla's going, right to that 200. That would have been a $200 trade right there. But with Tesla dropping, this could bring Nvidia down. This could definitely bring Nvidia down because the SPY is dropping as well. Apple is dropping as well. But as I said, if we're holding on to the 200, if we're still trading above VWAP, I'm holding on to the trade. So I'm just gonna accept the loss, guys. Should I have held on to that trade? Yeah, I should have held on to it. I'm learning. I'm learning that still. I'm still learning to hold on. If anything, that was a good hold. That was a good job me getting back into the trade and holding the trade. Oh, so back to looking at Nvidia on the 2 minute. Let's go ahead and switch this because I'm completely out of Tesla. I'm not gonna be trading that. And Tesla's expensive. It literally wipes my buying power out. So let's go to Nvidia here. See how we're on the 9? It would be better if we had this 20 cross in, because then we got a 920 trade. But where this trade is not looking good is that we got VWAP, then we got the 20. Like the 20 is not really getting there. I like the fact that it's above VWAP, but I think it would be stronger if we had the 20 moving average get above VWAP as well. So I'm gonna get ready to sell this thing at some point. I'm gonna be patient though, but I can't lie to you guys. Nvidia does not look good. It doesn't look like it wants to continue. Probably should have scaled in light on that instead of being so aggressive. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait as long as we're above VWAP. As long as we are above VWAP, you just wait. And this is where trading is boring, because you wait. And there was some heavy bids too, so I saw a large bid that could probably go ahead and bring the price down. And as you guys see, I have not moved anything in my position. I'm just waiting here because the stock price is still above VWAP. But once it breaks, I'm out. So I'm just gonna take the loss. And it's crazy. It's not even just like once it breaks, because this right here is 182.72. So once we get to 182.50, yeah, I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to go. So Today wasn't yeah, we didn't get nothing today, guys. Nvidia cahoots us. Cause Nvidia is gonna break. The minute we get through there, I'm gonna have to go. Probably when this 2 minute come is that's when it's gonna go ahead and do its thing. It's gonna just drop because I was initially short. I was. I was initially short on Nvidia. You see how price just crossed that 9? But on the 5 minute, once you guys pay attention, we're still above VWAP. So I'm really like my stop is here. Like this is my stop. So the minute we get through 50, like the minute we crack 50, I'm gone. The 2 minute is giving me indication though that it's gonna sell off though. Because we on the 2 minute we've already crossed the 9, just how things are setting up. We haven't had one buy candle since 9:54. So that's why I'm like, it might not get there. Got another 2 minute coming up. Tesla was nice. I should have held on to that trade. I just know how Tesla could be. Tesla could balance and be like, just look at right here. Like it could mentally just mess you up because of how aggressive it gets bought back up. So that's why I got out of that trade. And I just, I had a target. I had a target. I took it. It was nice. But I could have made an extra $50 on that. So that's how I'm looking at it like, ugh, you know. Still holding on to Nvidia. So yeah, we got a new 5 minute. And automatically it was red. You don't like that. That's not something you want to see. But none of that really matters because it could come out red and go green or white in my case. See what I'm saying on the 2 minute that we're kind of like all these buyers are trapped with all of these sellers. On the 5 minute, these sellers are not strong. They're not. Yeah, we got a little hammer, the sign of a reversal. But buyer still indecision. So We're waiting to get a full bar candle from somewhere. Seems like we're gonna get it towards the downside though, possibly. But as long as we're above VWAP, I'm gonna say it again. Hold. It might take a long time, but hold. High today was 184. So we're at least trying to get to 184 to this key level, 184.59. Once again, where does that level come from? Right here. Right there. See? And we, one, two, three, we came here three times. So the fact that we're here again and we broke a pivot, it leads me to believe we could go ahead and break this and get that move. All right, we got some large bids though that just keep coming in. But see, are these bids, right, coming into this ask? And actually, the bids are dropping. Yeah, it's a large number, man. The bids are dropping. And by dropping the prices, like they're not meeting the ask. They're not. It's still like if this is for see, yeah. I want to see this get into 40, like 47, 50. I want to see these bids start to come into the ask price to push the price higher. And it's doing it. It's doing it now. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna get into 50. Okay, it got to 50, but came back down to 40. And we look at time and sales. Okay, we moving 53, 52. Yeah. Just gotta give it some time. I got him at 370. Oh, I got caught right here. It's all right. There, guys. It's not looking too good. Thing about it is that sometimes these things take a while. Oh my gosh, I could sit here for 30 minutes to an hour. I remember one of my mentors said, he said, don't leave your trading desk. Because I want to go ahead and walk away right now, but I'm not going to do that. Volume is coming in. Yeah, still waiting. Spot is crazy though. Spot just made a move, and Tesla made a move, so we just need Nvidia to follow through, and and give a move too. In the meantime, let's see how some other tickets did. In the meantime, oh wow, I did see MU today, but I wasn't gonna trade MU, so I'm not gonna act like I was, because I wasn't gonna get in here. I probably would have maybe got in here, maybe, but Oracle is just selling. It is just selling off. But I wasn't gonna trade that either. That wasn't on my watch list. But Oracle's just been dropping. Oracle Could be a good swing trade. Close this gap. 261. But for me to go ahead and take that trade, I need to get in a while ago. Well, I would have needed to short it like right here because it crossed the 20. I do like Oracle for a swing. Yeah, let Oracle bounce. I'm gonna watch Oracle. Probably put a swing in on that. One lot size. This is what I said about Nvidia, guys. Is that we're either I'm waiting for a large candle. We're gonna get it either one way or another. Obviously, we're above VWAP, so I'm hoping it goes the other way. But see, and this is what I said. AMD earlier, I said I'm not gonna trip, but I love AMD, right? Because AMD can have a nasty pre-market and it can still make a move. The pre-market, it was nothing there. There was nothing there. But this is just a way better trade because the 2 minute indecision. Once we had this, probably would have got it right here, which is what I was trying to get from Nvidia. But Nvidia crossed the it got above, and this is just kind of stagnant. And AMD is the one that's moving. You know, you really never know how this thing is gonna play. I didn't want to trade a hood today. Pre-market was nasty, but made a good move. Apple didn't do anything. Remember that we spoke about Apple? Apple didn't do nothing. Apple fell initially, got above VWAP, didn't hold, so Apple was just nasty. But Oracle for a swing looks nice. And this is just because I know people said on the news about it and covering the gap, so. All right. So stop is actually getting tighter where I don't gotta wait till 50. I like the fact that the moving averages are moving higher because first my stop was at 50. Now my stop is at 70. So I'm getting ready. Yeah, I'm getting ready to sell, guys. And this is what keeps you alive. It's managing your risk. Even though I said I want to hold for, it to make a move higher and hold VWAP, it's looking like it's not going to hold VWAP. Because by the time this next 5 minute candle open up, I do expect it to probably fall. Because we're under the 9, but we're still above the 20. We're above VWAP, but we're under the 9. You know, it's showing weakness. Can't win every day. Can't even win on the first day. Nah, but I made money on my second trade on Tesla. Lost money on my first trade on Tesla. Lost money on my first trade on Nvidia. And then it's looking like I'm about to lose on my second trade on Nvidia. Nvidia had a real good open. But what I didn't like about Nvidia was the rejection I was seeing on the way up. You see what I said? This candle's going to basically open up. There's a good chance we're going to sell. But I like the fact that the 9, you see, this is why I was looking for the 9 to cross. Because that could be a bullish indication. But like I said, 81. I'm giving it to 70. Sometimes just be on Instagram or something. Just do something while you wait. But I don't think this is gonna happen today, guys. Nvidia bamboozled us. Yeah. You see how it's about to do a 920 crossover? Then now we talking back to 181. On the 5 minute though, it seems like it can hold, but it's not. It's not looking the best. Mm-mm. Let me see how we bounce right from VWAP, but we need more buyers. And looking at time and sales, we have a mixed batch, but those sellers are in there, and those bids keep bringing the price down. Oh well, not the bids. Those sellers are meeting the bids. They are meeting the bids. Yeah. But I like how it's slowly increasing in terms of like the risk. Because before my stop was at 150. I'm sorry, 150. Was at 179, 183, 182.50. Now my stop is at 182.70. So it doesn't look like it's a bad trade. It does not appear that way. All right. So looking like I gotta get out soon, guys. Yeah, that volume is coming in 83. Sellers are coming in 80 70. All right, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's gonna stop me out. Yeah, I'm out. My loss for today, guys, is 245, 5%. So that's my loss for today. We're done. We're done. Nvidia did not do what I wanted it to do, and that's okay. That is okay. It is okay. Sucks. I hate to take a loss, but I'd rather this be the loss than it be a loss that I don't need. One win on Tesla, one loss on Tesla, two losses on Nvidia. So my initially I went short. I think I was too soon on that. It cut me. Once I saw that it broke higher here, I was too aggressive. I should have just went in one contract and then add from there. That was my mistake. And then after that, I held because it was above VWAP, but it just wasn't a good trade. Alrighty, I'm gonna put that down in my notes. Thank you guys for joining today's stream, uh, and we're gonna continue to grow from here. Wasn't a terrible loss. I think I did say I can't have a loss more than It has to be between 3 to 5%. 5% loss today. We could go ahead and bounce back from that. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Peace and love. Catch you guys on the next stream.